What's up, everyone? It's Teddy, aka JamesKisau on MTGO, coming back for another donation league. You might have noticed if you follow Andreas ecobaronen's YouTube channel that he put out a couple videos on Grixis Control recently, and now I am in turn playing a deck that he's been working on quite a bit, Jeskai Wizards. By now, everyone should be pretty aware that Tamiyo is a very powerful creature in the Legacy format, and also that playing with a predominantly basic land mana base is also very effective in Legacy due to Wasteland, cards like that. When you're playing a control deck anyways, like you wanted to be able to develop your mana and keep doing bigger and better things every turn. On this channel, you see me doing that a lot with Grixis Control, and there's no reason why it should not apply to Jeskai. In fact, Miracles, Blue-White, Control, whatever you want to call it, and Legacy was kind of the first super basic land centric mana base for the format, and I think I likely used that as a starting point, or rather the people who built the decks that my mana base was based on started there. So I like this idea from the start, and I also acknowledge that Flame of Anor is a super powerful card in Legacy. It's been compared to Kolaghan's Command a lot. I don't think they're very equivalent since it's very hard to get a nifty 2-for-1 off Flame of Anor. It's very easy to get a raw 2-for-1 since at the floor you can just draw 2 cards for 1 blue-red, which is quite good at instant speed. It's nice to have something like Divination in the format, since a lot of the times in a control deck you might have some mana that is not being spent. Being able to draw 2 instead is very good, and with the upside of having a wizard out, which we have 4 Tamiyo, 4 Thunderchap Trainer, you might get to pick another mode. The other modes don't come up too often, dealing 5 to a creature. Kolaghan's Command can hit any target, and then destroying an artifact. Sometimes it'll be an artifact out, but for the most part, we're probably pitching this to force or drawing 2 cards with it. So yeah, cool stuff. I also think it's super cool that Andreas has chosen Preordain over Ponder. Preordain's really cool because if you're not planning on shuffling your deck a lot, putting cards you don't need at the bottom of the deck makes it way less likely for you to get them later on. So if you're locked in on the matchup you're fighting and know a card won't be very relevant, putting it on the bottom with Preordain and then doing your best to not shuffle is a good way to improve your top deck quality. Beyond that, Wrath of the Skies is another very powerful card. It's nice to have a main board sweeper, and you can be pretty selective about it since it goes by CMC. Maybe there's a way to keep Murktide Region around, or even Thundertrap Trainer, while taking everything else out. Sideboard just kind of expounds upon the main board. 3 Surgical Extractions, Wrath of the Skies, another Force of Negation, Consign to Memory. Magus of the Moon is a cool angle to take when you run so many basics, and it's also a wizard for Flame of Anor. So let's hop in there and see how I can pilot this deck. I'm not super good at playing white, but I'll do my best. If you'd like to submit your own donation list, check out the Patreon. Like, comment, subscribe. Alright, let's get going. This is Jeskai Wizards by ecobaronen, sent in by karldrogo. Thanks for your support. Okay, we've won the die roll against Yamaro, one of the most cracked reanimator pilots out there. And we will value our ability to keep a functional 7. There's not really main board graveyard hate we're looking for. Wrath of the Skies could possibly beat a Animate Dead after the good trigger happens. They're gonna Fatal Push right off the bat. I think that's fine. Do I play that instead though? Yeah. It's not like I can hold up Brainstorm or anything. Let's take Dress Down. Now, if they want to play around Dress Down, they'll have to like Entomb Reanimate right now, which they might do, and that would suck. But no, it's Tamiyo. And Grixis Colors over there. Wasn't expecting that. Does that mean I'm more or less safe? The land wasn't like an amazing draw or anything. I'm also getting stonewalled. I could just Wrath for 1. Seems very bad. Yep. I'm gonna play another Tamiyo. Wasteland. Yeah, good luck with that one. I mean, I'm holding this volcanic island right now. Block. Don't want Kaito to enter. Now they'll pass. Preordain. Not bad. I mean, Bowmasters is pretty rough. Do I get a clue? I do. Cast Preordain. Do I want this minor misstep? I know I don't want Force Negation. I guess I'll take minor misstep. And then I'll make a move here. Oh, that just happened. Alright. Well, I've got a Tamiyo. They'll draw. It's fine. Currently ahead in the Tamiyo race. They clearly have Kaito. They're attacking Tamiyo. Yep. And they have a play. I'm going to try and counter that. See if it works. Not bad. Oh, but I screwed up. I took damage. This deck has a Badlands in it. Wonder what they're up to. Well, let's plus and try and fix this hand. Flame of Anor. I mean, that plus Dress Down could answer Kaito. It's just not very good. I'm exposing my red source to, you know, a wasteland. Doesn't feel like my options are very good right now. Would Kaito just stay a creature if I played Dress Down in the end step? And then could I flame on my turn? Or would it just be a planeswalker? Well, you'd think it'd be like not a creature, right? I'm already getting into some tough rules stuff here. Alright. I guess I could draw 2 and shatter the clue token before they untap with Bowmasters. Sure. This doesn't feel great. But it's nice to blow through that brainstorm because it was not very good. Ponder resolves. I don't think this deck will have Lightning Bolt. It's not a card that's in vogue, really. So if they want to take out Tamiyo, they do have to plus with Kaito. Thoughtseize is fine. I wouldn't say my cards are like very good. I'm almost certain they'll take Flame of Anor here, but we'll see. Taking Dress Down. It's easy to have concerns about that. Definitely blocking. Yep. Uh-huh. How am I going to protect this Tamiyo? It does not seem easy. I guess Murktide is actually not good enough because of Kaito. Yeah, the fact that Flame of Anor can only target creatures is pretty poor. I do need this red source, probably. Alright, let's go top. I need this blue source as well. I don't want to get bullied by Wasteland. Let's go like this. Okay. I think they tap down Murktide no matter what and take Tamiyo out, so I might as well get some value on the way out. Alright. We knew that was going to happen. I'm glad they're not drawing a card with Kaito at least. Wasteland, sure. Alright, so my red's back on. Let's draw 2. I don't really want to play anymore. That was ridiculous. So many lands. Alright, Red Blast is good. I think Magus is probably pretty good too. Doesn't seem like they're the kind of deck that can afford to run basics if they're on Wasteland. Hydroblast, I'm not convinced will be very good. So yeah, I will take Magus. I think it's better than Force of Negation. Minor Misstep is like pretty low potential, but... And this is what I mean when I say I'm not very good at piloting white decks. I'm just not seeing the power here. I see a lot of like selection, but outside of Murktide Regent, nothing is really dealing a lot of damage. Tamiyo has 0 power. Thunderchap Trainer has 1 power. Flame does not go face. Bolt does not exist in this deck. I think Wrath of the Skies is probably going to be pretty poor since we have a lot of the same permanents as them. And yeah, holding Minor Misstep up on the play seems bad. Maybe it's worse on the draw though. I'm actually not sure about that. It's a functional hand. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to like mulligan to a threat. But like I just said, during sideboarding the threats aren't all that threatening. Cool. Let's go top and hide this Tamiyo from a Thoughtseize effect. Ponder, you got it. Alright. Ponder does not shuffle. There's no Surveil land either, which is interesting. I gotta at least bluff Brainstorm. Don't want them to go for that. I don't want them to try and remove Tamiyo here. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm ready for whatever they throw at me. I'm just not really doing anything in the meantime. I could probably just cast Flame of Van Ord and draw 2. That seems pretty good. Yeah, we do it right now. Draw 2. Another pretty bad draw 2. Like, I'm gonna make a bunch of land drops, but don't feel like I'm doing much with them. Brainstorm. And they will not make a play with their final untapped mana. Force of Will. I think it should be my goal to try and hardcast that, because I feel pretty behind on cards here. They got a basic swamp. Probably playing around Magus of the Moon to a certain extent. I feel like I should hold Swords to Plowshares. God damn. Nice. That went great. I'll have to deal with that one too. I feel like they're running me out of answers. Brainstorm. It's tempting to cast that right now, but like I said, if I can hardcast this Force of Will, I feel like that's a meaningful way to catch back up a little bit. Not have to 2-for-1 myself here. Force Barragoyf. That is acceptable to them. Maybe it's time to shuffle away this minor misstep. Nice. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm gonna get another island here. Play Magus. They'll probably get an island, but this should cramp what they're capable of significantly. I was misstep that brainstorm. You have what you have. Now it's going to be very hard for them to deal with this outside of Lightning Bolt, which I don't think they have. It's going to be hard for them to get Revolt. All I need to do is attack 10 times. Shouldn't be that hard. Alright, we expected this. Now I can brainstorm around that. I could force. That does not seem bad. And then I'll kick Thunderchap Trainer. Get at least a Red Blast. But yeah, I wouldn't say we're clocking with any expediency. Ooh. They bounced my shit. But then they didn't do anything. Alright, I still do this. Magus wasn't doing all that much anyways. Okay, they're gonna brainstorm in response. If they have to pitch cast Force, I mean, I would expect no less for a 6 mana play. Yeah, I think I'm taking Red Blast. And then Flame of Anor. There's that. You got it. What are they going to do for 5 mana? They might have Kaito here. Pretty good. Whenever I'm on the other side of this, and I get my Kaito red blasted after I get a creature back and also draw a card with high selection, it never feels bad to me. So they did the thing, that's for sure. Red blast there. Okay. Now we'll do a super Flame of Anor. They're gonna dodge with Brainstorm. Then I can just attack Tamiyo, so they get to gain 2 life, but it's pretty much a wash. Nice. Alright, let's attack Tamiyo first of all. Nice. It does kind of cramp them to play Magus out. Like, what are they red for? Let's be a little patient here. Yep. I have a feeling I can deal with this. I feel like Snapcaster Mage would be really good in this deck, right? I should... Oh, duh. Mountains. Bottom. I won't be able to cast Murktide after this, but... man, they have Brazen Borrower anyways. Dress down is good. I should probably keep Tamiyo as well. And I don't think making this land drop really makes sense. But I'm gonna do it anyways. They might Petty Theft Magus again. Underground Sea. No attack. Well, I was not expecting that. They're probably playing around Dress Down. Well, let's kind of stretch their removal here. And I'm glad they didn't go for it last turn. By go for it, I mean attack, because they could have bounced Dress Down to my hand, and I would have been out of blue mana to cast it again. Sure. We are in the start of combat. I will say, like, the positioning of this deck, you just feel a lot more comfortable than if you're playing Grixis Control, where you feel like you're living by the skin of your teeth. I'm kind of just like chilling. Really does just feel like I'm chilling right now. That was not a great draw. I guess I'll play a Murktide Regent. I guess I'll play a Magus of the Moon as well. Okay, so that was worth a Force of Will to them. Should I play the other one? Then I can't hold up Dress Down. Molten Collapse. Criminal. Without the recursion of Kolaghan's command, I fear I will be unable to close this game out. Just something I thought about. Play Dress Down. Bowmasters. Yeah, should have blocked with Thunderchap Trainer. What was I thinking? Damn. Now I lost my Dress Down. And I kind of really wanted it. I mean, I could just draw swords or something. That'd be cool. No. God damn it. Well, try this. Try this. Cool. One card left over there. No cards left over here. Fuck. This is a joke. Activate Clue. Going after Magus. Finally found Swords to Plowshares. Now, who are they going to want to defeat? Is the next question. Tamiyo. So I get to keep my Magus. Swords your Baragoyf. I'm drawing Tamiyo next turn. I don't think I can beat this board. Alright, I'm going to try again. But yeah, I'm not certain how to play this deck. I'm going to try again. Alright, so let's give this another shot, huh? I feel like I'm supposed to keep this hand. I think I'm fighting a Storm Pilot. And Wrath of the Skies, pretty good against the Storm decks of today. I imagine I will lose Force of Will. And unfortunately, Swords to Plowshares might not be very relevant. That was a good draw. Yeah, I feel like this list could use a Surveil land. Like, I don't know, Elegant Parlor or Meticulous Archive is the classic example, I would say. Drawing my forces, that's cool. Let's get these colors online. Let's get Plateau and get some pressure on board. Take Flame of Anor. Can't cast it yet, but Prismatic Ending is not always super great against Storm decks. Opponent makes a land drop, they'll pass. Another Wrath is not good. Let's attack. Waiting on a land here. Rainforest pass. Well, they have quite a few lands. Minor misstep. Alright. I could cycle Dress down. Probably do that on their end step. I'll just drop Swords to Plowshares for now. It's ironic too, because I'm pretty sure this particular pilot has a Barrowglyph pivot, so I'll probably keep Swords to Plowshares in. I think if I were to cycle Dress down, I would do it right now, because I don't want creatures to have no abilities on my own turn. But maybe just having a blue card is good enough? No, I need a land. If I get the land, I can actually move my game forward. And I could hard cast Force Negation as well. Okay. Jeez. Alright, play Tamiyo. We are getting a lot of damage in, which is nice. And they are super flooded. Attack. Brainstorm. Yeah, that's fine. They could cast Ad Nauseam right now. Sewers. Flusterstorm. Does that mean they already have one? That's kind of concerning. Yeah, they're still not doing anything. Well, I could really use a land. I think I'm running bad, folks. There we go. There we go. Oh my god. I'm just dropping one of the Wrath of the Skies right now. I need a few more lands before things really take off. Could also cast Flame of Anor in the end step, but my hand's already perfect, so there's really no reason to. There we go. There we go. It's so ironic, like, I, wanted to land so bad. I cried, I complained. And now I'm probably just discarding the Scalding Tarn. The hand size. Or it could be Wrath, but I don't know. Artifact mana is like not the most absurd thing to anticipate. Veil's Summer. Counter that. It might be bait, but it likely was bait, though it's dangerous bait. My whole hand is nothing if I let that resolve. Draw a card. Thunderchap Trainer. My Thunderchap. I really ought to flip this Tamiyo, but I think I need one more land drop first. Because I do need to hold up hard cast Force Negation here. So let's cast Trainer, double the clock. Take a Preordain and pass. Yeah. Next turn should be pretty easy to flip Tamiyo. Preordain makes that a lot easier. Though that is mana neutral. I could just cast Flame of Anor. Kind of feels like we're getting away with something. They have 7 cards in hand and can't win. I'm not sure why. Okay, Brainstorm's even better. Let's swing out. Cast Brainstorm. Put back Wrath. Volcanic Island. Flip Tamiyo. Plus. Cast Tamiyo. Say go. Yeah, I do feel like a Bolt would go a long way in this deck. Gotta counter that. I hope I don't get overpowered. Oh, I screwed up. I should have gotten a white source. These 1-mana pressure points are very powerful. I still have 3 Force of Will effects. I hope it holds out. Dark Ritual. Lion's Eye Diamond. Beseech the Mirror. Gaia's Will. Force Negation. Wow, it worked. Incredible. Play a land. Get back, Force Negation. Swing out. Flame. Draw 2, destroy. Diamond. Plus, pass. They don't have anything they can bargain right now, which is good. Activate a clue token. Might as well brainstorm right now. Put back 2 more brainstorms. Play Vista. Get Force Negation. Attack with these. I think I should put lethal on board. Drop the brainstorm I revealed. Could have been maybe preordained as well, though. Turn 13. Can't say we didn't do it, though. Okay, take Consign. This seems like a very spell-forward Storm deck. But like I said, I think they pivot onto Barrogoyf. Take some Surgicals, another Force Negation. Prismatic Ending can go. Dress Down can go. Don't need this mountain or this plains. Now there's no auxiliary lands in this deck. There's no Lorien revealed, so feels a little weird to go down to 18 lands, but as long as I'm not cutting a blue source, I don't really think it's an issue. Yeah, I think I'm very comfortable running like this. Didn't see any red cards either. Red cards have long been a hallmark of Storm decks. Burning Wish, Gamble, Rite of Flame, but I don't think this particular Storm deck is running any red cards. Tough one. I feel like I'm ready for the pivot, but it's not good enough. Yeah, this is better. We'll keep bottom one of the Tamiyos. With a hand like this, you might want a minor misstep. Dark Ritual. Definitely a discard spell. Like, they can't know that the coast is clear. Delta, go. Nice. We might play without white mana for a bit here. Play Tamiyo. Activating Delta. Is this going to be a Barrogoyf? Oh, it's Carpet? That's fine. I could have minor misstepped that, but I don't think fighting their mana is going to be as effective as fighting their payoffs. And they decline their Carpet. Preordain. Okay, let's attack. Make Clue. Cast Brainstorm. Beautiful. Put back Flame, Preordain. plus land drop, send it back. I don't have a wizard anymore for Flame of Anor reasons, but I think it'll be okay. And they have all the mana a Storm deck should ever need, so I think I'm just getting as much blue as I can here. Really lean into the carpet until they surprise me with something truly insane. I like have the payoffs in hand and Murktide, so to me it makes the most sense to completely ignore carpet. Yeah, I mean everything costs blue, so that's what we're gonna do. Four Murktide, it's better than nothing. I don't want to just sit around with my reactive spells and expect it to work out, you know? If something really weird happens, like, okay, they're using the trigger right now. Brainstorm is fine. But if they, like, cast Veil Summer to see if it resolves, and if it does resolve, and then go to their second main, there is some consideration to using Consign on that carpet trigger. But even then, that seems a little unnecessary. I'll counter that. They must not know. Oh crap. Well, at least I have two consigns, but they could probably pretty easily win here. Dark Ritual, Yep. Yep. That should do it with a couple rituals in the yard. There we go. Alright. Didn't see any Baraglyphs that game, but also didn't see any Source of Plowshares, so it didn't feel that bad. But Red Blast does seem a little more attractive now. Hitting their cantrips is totally fine, and it would have been something to use my mana on when it went dead a lot of the time. Yeah, I don't think Wrath of the Skies is applicable here. Then we can just play entirely blue-red until a Baraglyph shows up. Yes, looks good. Nothing too tricky here. Don't have any of like the really interesting interaction like Consign or Red Blast or Surgical, but Force of Will is Force of Will. Ponder resolves. Ponder shuffles. I'm gonna Brainstorm on the end step here. I have a guaranteed shuffle in my hand. I think I might just Tamiyo Brainstorm as well. Get that clock going. If I hit a blue card, I'll have double force. Consign is not bad. I'll hide that on top. Then I'll land after that. Because I'm probably not tapping out for Murktide Regent next turn. Nor would I be able to unless I played Surgical here, so yeah. Brainstorm. Pass. Okay. Definitely don't have to worry about Empty the Warrens right now. As long as Tamiyo's around and they don't Abrupt Decay. They did not shuffle, so they wanted to keep their entire hand there. Can they beat a Tamiyo Ultimate? That is my next question. They'll have to get through Double Force and Surgical. I think we can make this a Tamiyo game. But yeah, if they go like Abrupt Decay, I'll feel pretty silly. Tropical Island. Bayou. Duress. Yeah, I guess I'll let that go. They took one of the Force of Wills. Yep. Well, no easy game for me. Time for the pivot plan. A big frickin' creature. What if I extracted... It doesn't really change the clock. If this was a 7/7, yeah, it's fine. Sewers, Binning Thoughtseize. Brainstorm, that's fine. Then nothing. I'm gonna play a trainer. Brainstorm is actually pretty nice here. Ooh, but I did not hit a land at all. That's fine, whatever. I'll hide Consign on top. Smash for 6, and we'll hope that double force surgical will allow us to untap. Duress. I knew I should have extracted Duress. It's not a very good line when they also have Thoughtseize in the deck. Taking Force Negation, and then a pass. Alright. Hitting for 7 here. We're at 5. Ad nauseum is out of the question. Might as well cast Thunderchap Trainer. Maybe I'll hit something useful. Sure. There is a red card. Maybe Hydroblast would have been more useful. It pitches to Force. Alright, we got there. Strange game. I'll be back for round 3. Okay, on the play here. I'm gonna try and up the energy from last round. But it is moments like this where I strongly question whether I'm actually a control player or if I've just like formed this symbiotic relationship with Grixis Control as a deck. And I'm just able to be a shark when I play that deck, but when I play other control decks, I like fade into nothingness. I'm gonna keep both of these top. They say the second Murktide is no good, but when you're playing a lot of cantrips, I'd take a third Murktide. If this is Reanimator, I feel like I don't really have anything I'm diving for in game 1 outside of like Force of Will. There's no Cling to Dust or anything. I don't think playing Thunderchap Trainer would be very impactful. But yeah, the strangest thing is that there's no Surveil land. That seems odd to me. But I trust Andreas. He's an extremely good pilot. Alright, now I'll play Thundertrap. Because they are my Thunderchap. Take a Force. Although Swords to Plowshares is like pretty solid against Reanimator in a lot of weird ways. Like if they use Force to protect their monster coming in, and then you plow Atraxa or Archon before their trigger resolves, and they cannot protect it further, that's some serious defanging right there. Oh god. Esper. You got it. That is nothing but upside for me. Not only did it draw me a card, but that's the swords they don't have for Murktide. That was not a good draw. I think I'm cool brainstorming into a Bowmasters. I don't think they'll do it if I play this Plains first. Okay, never mind. They're just insane. Looking good. Maybe not force negation though. Maybe put that and the land back. And then play a 5/5 Murktide Regent off of Tundra. Well, then I'd have no red. It's a lot different when this costs... Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm counting on Wrath of the Skies to take out this army. But white seems kind of hard to pull off. Or I could get a plateau. Oh, wait, no. But I want to cast Murktide. Maybe I don't cast Murktide? I think I do. It's probably more important to get a volcanic island, though. How do you like that? You thought you had the biggest creature, but instead you just exposed your Bowmasters for no reason. Although I will say Jeskai decks have a very hard time keeping up with Bowmasters. Like, if we had our own Bowmasters, god damn it, this play would be pretty loose, right? Because then I could Bowmaster their Bowmaster. Decks with white removal do not have that luxury. What the fuck do I do? I could force. Put a lot of work into this Murktide. Oh, you got me. Oh man, I was really hoping they'd play Tamiyo there. And then I could rip a white source. And then I could Wrath of the Skies. Still could happen. They're getting lower on cards. I'll just lose all that life I gained off of swords. That was a bad draw. Okay, your turn. End step I probably draw two with flame. Really try and hit a white source. Maybe they'll play more Bowmasters. Then I probably can't cast flame. That's 4 damage. I don't know. Maybe it's fine. Damn, they're just really not wanting to play a Tamiyo. I get it. No shuffle. Attacking with the army. Smack me for 4. There we go. Now we're talking. Alright. I will draw 2. Please. Beautiful. Now let's swords Bowmasters. Hopefully they fight over this. They do not. Sheet. Well, it's 1 less mana I have to put into Wrath, which is nice. And now we stabilize. Oh! And it's forced negation, so I can't make a 7/7 Murktide. That's really not cool, dude. Okay. Oh god, what do I do? Jump in Thunderchap might be too dangerous. I mean, if I go to 1, would that be the worst thing in the world? Oh man, why did it... Oh, I can't even cast Murktide, I'm being stupid. Okay. Yep, cast this. They have no cards in hand. I'm pretty sure this is going to resolve. But there's a long pause here. Okay, cool. Take Force of Will. And I'll force literally anything here, I think. Hate this. Hate this so much. Checkmate. I have the biggest creature. Wait, what? Fuck. How do I keep screwing this up? Oh, man. My numbers are off. Sorry, man. I feel stupid. That wasn't checkmate at all. Also, if I lose this Murktide, I have like next to no finishing power, I feel like. Even if I ultimate a Tamiyo, like, I'm supposed to just win with 1-1 and 1-2 otters. That's what I've got. What the hell is going on? Why are people playing so many Force Negations? This is like a weird alien meta I found myself in. I wasn't even dead. I wasn't even dead. Because that was Swords to Plowshares, but I don't know. Let's just pretend like I drew a land and died. Oh, this is not a good video. Take Red Blast, Magus. Yeah, I think Wrath is pretty good here. We need more ways to win. We need Lightning Bolts. We need Orcish Bowmasters. Probably a Nimble Obstructionist just to be safe. We don't need these Thunderchap trainers. Wasteland, right? Wait, maybe not? No. Maybe. Not sure. Force Negation seems like weirdly okay. Hard casting it is a real thing. Murktide Regent seems bad because of Swords of Plowshares, but like I said, if I side these out, there's like literally no way to win, really. Like, yeah, you can draw your whole deck with Tamiyo, but then what? I don't know. I should watch Andreas's primer on this because I must be missing something. I must be missing something. Let me read this one more time. Yep, just says target creature, not player. Very curious indeed. Alright, fuck it. Let's just go like... this is not a minor misstep matchup. I feel like you only really want to cast minor misstep against combo decks. Trading with Swords to Plowshares that evenly just seems bad. I don't think we need all these lands either for this pseudo mirror. Prismatic Vistas felt pretty rough. Great. Blood Moon backed up by Force Will. They won't know what hit them. And I'm scared to like suggest edits to this deck because not only do I really respect Andreas, but I'm scared of him as a player. So I'm clearly missing something here. That's not good. Something burning? It's not my pedal board. Must be dinner next door. Oh fuck. I needed to play Volcanic. Oh wait, it's turn 2. Calm down, everyone. Alright, I really hope I draw a blue card next turn. That is like a thing you can do with generic mana. Doesn't matter that they're not a red deck. They can still activate clue tokens. Jeez. What to do, you know? What to actually do. I feel like I'm drawing the opposite of well. I could make Magus seem unappealing. Like if I just appear to be if I appear to be cutting myself off of white mana, wink, I have this basic plains in hand, but they might think they can take advantage of this, and this is a desperate play, and they might let it resolve. Alright. Hope you're happy not playing any black spells. Okay, so Magus officially hurting me more than them now. They're gonna flip Tamiyo. I guess I was supposed to just Wrath of the Skies for one last turn. No, they're not flipping Tamiyo. Alright, that's fine. Do that. Actively wanting Magus to fall here. They will not oblige. Getting my precious damage in. Activating a clue token. I guess I'll brainstorm right now. Great. How do I get this Magus out of here? I've played like a complete fool. Another clue for them. Another attack for me. I mean, there are quite a few basic islands in this deck. Wouldn't be the craziest thing to hit one here. Tamiyo. 2 can play at that game. Checkmate. Hide it on top. I'm really frightened to try and send a Swords to Plowshares at this Tamiyo. They could brainstorm in response. If they get another clue though, like there's no way I can outgrind this situation. There's just no way. Okay. Well, that worked. Now for the first time, I feel like they'll actually have a hard time having efficient turns, and they might actually try to remove the Magus, which would give me a pair of Murktide Regents. Resolves. Now I can't do that cool thing where you cast one Murktide and it's a 3/3. Then you play the other one and actually exile all the instants and sorceries and they become the same size. Coolest thing ever. Alright, giving up some info here. Play Tamiyo. And hit for 2. Nice. They're at 11. We're almost there. I will have nothing to do if I don't have this Tamiyo. I can't believe I've become one of those people that actually forces to protect their Tamiyo. Baleful Strix, cool. I'll never get through that. We've come to the end of the road. I've squandered all of my shit. They're at 7. Oh, fuck. That card's really good. Well, that was a good draw. They'll force a will. Okay. I mean, I'll block Baragoyf. Try and Wrath this board away. Hope it works. I don't want them getting even more cards, so yeah. It's extremely appropriate to jump there. If it doesn't work this turn, well, it might just work next turn. And I should have played around Wasteland by getting a basic Plains there, because if they Wasteland me this turn, I would not be able to cast the other Wrath. But, you know, everything has fallen apart. Looks like they have Force of Will anyways. You got it. Now they're gonna gain even more life. All that hard work. Going down the toilet. Another Baragoyf? This could work out for me if they play, like, Baragoyf, more creatures. This Wrath of the Skies just gets a huge exchange. That's the deal. Ah, fuck this. Pardon my language, I'm sorry. I'm having a good time, like, whenever I'm kind of being dramatic, I hope it's clear I'm having fun. It's funny to me whenever I'm bad at a deck. I'm never actually upset. I'll tone it down a little bit. Okay. Let's go on to match 4. Welcome back for round number 4. Gonna mulligan this hand. Even in Grixis Control, hands with only basic mountain are incredibly sketchy. I can't think of a hand that would make me want to keep only basic mountain. I think it would also have to have like Lorien revealed. Mulligan this. Yeah. Keep probably bottom Volcanic Island. Hopefully that's not too greedy. Badlands. Is this Grixis Control? I feel like probably yes. It's either that or Reanimator. If they take Trainer, it's Grixis Control. If they take Force of Will, it's probably Reanimator. Or if they take Minor Misstep, it also might be Reanimator. That is a more efficient trade than the 2 cards required for Force of Will. I would relish a Magic Inked Reanimator though. The blue mirrors have been pretty hard on this horrible white mage. They do take Force. It's not a good sign. But leaving me with Minor Misstep makes me feel pretty safe against most combo decks. Also, my wires were crossed a little bit during the Magic Ink Storm. I was treating Minor Misstep like Mental Misstep. and minor misstep can counter Guy's Will. Okay, Wasteland, never mind. This is not Grixis Control. This is something far worse. Mardu Energy. Scariest deck in the world. Cabal Therapy. Shit. Well, if I want to keep my Thunderchap, I should misstep this. But it doesn't feel good. But I feel like I need my Thunderchap to enable both Flame of Anor and also just move me through my deck. So we will ball. I also feel like this deck is a little more red than Grixis Control. Flame of Anor is such an important part of the deck's engine to be able to like contend at a legacy power level. That's my impression of it anyways. And then yeah, you really run up with some awkwardness against how you often need white mana to just survive into the late game. Swords to Plowshares and all that. Alright. We've made it this far. I need this 2-for-1. I really need this 2-for-1. Great. Speaking of, though, Wrath of the Skies is very good against energy. I have a feeling that they will probably try to Cabal Therapy it away at their next convenience. Their white mana is not online yet, so like the best targets for Wrath of the Skies aren't even castable this turn yet. They're probably going to take the Wrath. I will say this Wrath does make this matchup seem better than Grixis Control versus Mardu Energy. Oh, they're taking the swords. Are they going to attack and then take the Wrath? Or do you think they can... Do they think they can just keep me off double white? I mean, it's true, I don't really want to draw more lands from here, but I have to. Things have been real bad. Alright, let's mix things up. Alright. Yeah, go like that. Redraw the Wrath next turn. I still need another land drop beyond this Prismatic Vista, though. X equals 2 is probably the move here because of Ajani and all that. Okay, I'm at 15. And they're going to Cabal Therapy, probably name Wrath, right? Yep. It's not my first day on this planet. Oh, God. Oh, I mean, oh, God, yes. That's okay. I can beat that card. Guide of Souls is very good. But yeah, it's going to be all about getting a good exchange. So here's what we do. I'm going to get a Plains. I'm going to cast Brainstorm. Shit. God damn it. Yeah, that supplemental Cabal Therapy is a real problem, isn't it? Damn. Wish this deck would cooperate just once. Just once. I don't think they're going to do it. I think they're too afraid, frankly. Yeah, I said it. Especially when I don't fetch the double white here. Jesus Christ. I think I'll bottom. Alright. Alright, this is a block. Nice try. If you want to play Bowmasters, they're gonna have to get swept up in the shit. Alright, this is the chance of a lifetime to hit a white source. They have one card left. Can we do it? Your turn. What the fuck? Yo, where's my lands? Did I do this to myself, though? Did I fetch a Tundra like a complete fool into a face-up wasteland? I probably did. I probably did this to myself. I deserve every bad thing that happens to me. I gotta say, like, these creatures aren't very impressive when they don't have any abilities. Although they could play like a Warp threat right now, and it would stick around, I think. Unless Warp is an external cast ability. Like one of these, like, you know, shield thingies? Like Mishra's Bauble? I don't know, dude. I do know that when I cast a Murktide Regent with a Dress Down out, no matter how many instants or sorceries I delve away, it comes in with 0 +1/+1 counters, and that's a fact. Have you heard the story about this Plains? I love this Plains. Illustrated by Rob Alexander, next to some John Avon Islands. I feel like Rob Alexander and John Avon are the two most famous artists of basic lands, two of the most famous. There's many great ones. And I believe this was supposed to be the original art for Windswept Heath, since Rob Alexander illustrated every other fetch land from Onslaught. And the art got swapped with a piece by Anthony S. Waters, which I think was supposed to be Ondu Encampment or Nomad Encampment. And if you like compare it, it makes perfect sense. Like, oh wait, that was supposed to be Basic Plains, and that was supposed to be Windswept Heath. Who knows? Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. I mean, I do love the Windswept Heath art. It's pretty iconic from Onslaught, but I feel like, I don't know. There's something so like beautifully simple about the works Rob Alexander did for the fetch lands. It's extremely elegant. All right, if I don't hit a Brainstorm, I'm gonna lose this Wrath, both Wraths to Cabal Therapy. Things have gone exceedingly horrible. Now I'm gonna get Wastelanded again. I can't even get another white source here. It's complete trash. I mean, I could. They've missed a lot of land drops, but then that will tell them I still have the Wrath. Time Walk. Time Walk, take a bunch of damage. Oh, come on, dog. You give me a land, but it's basic island. It is kind of hard to tell if things are going bad or if I'm bad. I'm curious. Oh, shit. Please don't take the stress down. No! No! If they Cabal Therapy me and name Wrath of the Skies, I'll, do something crazy. This is absurd. You have the city's blessing? How did you get that? I might even be dead on board. I'm almost certain I am, thanks to Goblin Bombardment. Don't be fooled, that was just first strike damage. There we go. Jeez, what a terrible game. It's possible I should have banked the clue. Why are they letting me do this? Oh wait, duh, you can do that at instant speed. Holy shit. You could have thrown those. Why are you messing with me? Maybe they forgot about... Okay. Uh-huh. Cool. I must do better. I'm going to take Hydroblast and then a third Wrath and prioritize getting 2 basic planes. If you think about it from like a Grixis Control analog, we do run 2 swamps. It'd be like running Damnation in that deck. And if you think about it, it is very difficult to prioritize getting 2 basic swamps to cast the Damnation for 4 mana and have it not impact any other part of your plan. Like 2 swamps is kind of a drag when you're trying to do other stuff. Force Negation can go, even though Goblin Bombardment is a problem. Minor Misstep on the play seems fine, just because their 1-drops are so strong. It just doesn't seem like a very efficient card. I feel like it's a sideboard card for combo decks. Like, we're never going to trade up on mana using this. At best, we'll be at parity. What's the cut? I think it's a misstep. Countering Amped Raptor. Now that is fucking sick. Maybe Magus is okay? I don't know. Alright. They'll never beat my Murktide. It's going to be a quick game of Protect the Queen. Gonna power out a Murktide Regent, gonna protect it with force. It's all in front of me. But it's a pretty awkward situation once again. Like, I don't want to get wastelanded, but I don't want to get a basic mountain either. Maybe the brainstorm will reveal something helpful, like a flooded strand. For that reason, I feel like Arid Mesa is not a bad land for this deck. We're not playing Days, so it doesn't hurt that much. Yep, there's the Force of Will. We are missing just white mana, I guess. I guess I'll put one of the Murktides back too. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'll just play this exclusively on blue, since my red cards are 3-drops. Yeah. And my white cards, A, don't seem to exist, and B, are not castable in a way that's playing around Wasteland, so yeah, I can buy it. Just getting Wastelanded was devastating last game. Never again. My Thunderchap. Interesting. I think I'll take Flame of Anor. And then I think I will force Ocelot Pride, sadly. Preordain, look for a land. But yeah, then I'm not playing around Murktide, or not playing around Wasteland if I cast a Murktide after that, because I'll really want probably Volcanic Island. If they had lower resources, I wouldn't mind getting Wastelanded that much, but they have 7 cards in hand. Voice of Victory. That card's really good, especially with Guide of Souls. It's not good when every creature is like a must answer. Wait, wasn't I supposed to use this Force to protect Murktide? Can't do that anyways if they have Voice of Victory out. Alright. Whatever, dude. Alright, not bad. Tell you what we're gonna do. I'm gonna deal 5 and draw 2. Okay. Hit for 1. They have a red spell? Uh-huh. Ooh, that's pretty good. Bombardment. Oh, goodness. Oh, me, oh, my. I should prioritize looking for, like, Force of Will here. Or I could just Flame again. Yeah. I can grind this out. Definitely hit Guide. Love Goblin Bombardment. Now everything I do hurts me. Bottom top. I might be shuffling soon anyways, but I have a lot of lands. I mean, cards. Shit. I don't know what the fuck do I do. Should have held up Brainstorm. Why the fuck did I play Preordain? Please don't name Force of Will. Please don't name Force of Will. Please don't name Murktide Regent. Please don't name Murktide Regent. It's getting worse. It's getting so much worse. Don't do it. Let this be a fair fight. Dragons versus cats. It will be glorious. You can tell your descendants about it. Oh, I can't watch. Oh! I mean, we knew they were going to do it. It's a really good play. I've just done everything to screw this up. Should have held up Brainstorm. Even though this is like a Bowmaster's deck. God damn. Wow. I'm in shock. I should probably do a take two of this video. This is like beyond embarrassing. Oh man, I can't do this. I can't do this. I'll finish it out. Of course I will, but I am just like not playing well. I'm having fun, but I'm not playing well. Okay, here we go. I'm on the draw for the last round, facing Pooba the Great with an extremely underwhelming hand, but Tamiyo, it's a very good card. Beyond that, Flame of Anor is a good card. I won't be hurting for resources because I have plenty of lands. Island Ponder is the start. While that does show up in combo decks, we could be facing someone doing something similar to us and have plenty of time to just make these land drops and, well, frankly, have a good time. My Thunderchap is an excellent draw. I feel like we're not holding these to surveil or anything. I'll want to hold maybe like one if I'd have a brainstorm at some point. But in general, I just see this as getting potentially bad draws out of my deck. There's been a lot of feast and famine going on. And not the sword, not the cool kind. Not the sword of feast and famine. Just like a lot of flooding or starving. Mana starved. That's fine. Is this a Dreadnought deck? I mean, it's not great. It's like Time Lock. Plus Burgeoning, I guess. Because I get to play a land too. Yeah, I'm clearly not playing my Thunderchap into this. Yeah, I'll take definitely Force of Negation. That will be hard castable. And then see what I want to do about Force of Will. I'm not getting the most combo-y vibes here. Teferi? Oh, I don't like that. I really don't want to pitch either of these cards, though. I could compromise and just shuffle away the Force of Will. But I'm not pressuring this thing either. Like, there's not enough raw power in this deck, I don't think. They'll force back. Pitching Spell Pierce? Sure. Like, Flame of Anor does not hit Planeswalkers. We don't have Lightning Bolt. We have Prismatic Ending, but it's a 2 of. Definitely do not want that Force of Will, but Basic Island might be even worse. Oh, man. If they played Jace right now, or Comet, that one's pretty good too. It's a Jeskai Mirror, and they have more powerful cards than I do. I don't like my odds. Fuck. Excuse my language. I'm just not... Things are not going well. Well, what can I say? When I want it that way. Screw this. Can't really challenge the Monarchy with 0 power creatures either. I'd have to have a Murktide, have it stick. Maybe Thundertrap Trainer with Offspring. That's a 6 mana line that they can also just force. Offspring does not trigger until it resolves. I don't know. I'm not a believer in this deck, but I'm also a terrible white mage. Minor Misstep seems quite poor in this matchup. Yeah, I guess I'd rather take a Force of Negation over Minor Misstep. It's weird. But the goal is to just never interact with any other 1-drops. Except maybe Pyroblast. Oh, Jesus Christ. See? Feast or Famine. I gotta do probably another take of this video. This is just not doing the deck justice. Hope it's at least been entertaining, though. I feel like a complete nut. A real kooky nut. Okay, Preordain. I think I'll definitely keep the Tamiyo. But I would prioritize a 3rd land over Prismatic Ending. Tamiyo. Alright. Check out this flip. We're gonna... Ooh. Red Blast Saw. And then play our own. How do you like that? The Lotus Petal? What the hell? That is confounding. Okay, I said they had better cards than us. Now I'm not sure. They're running Lotus Petal, but how many? Dak Faden? If you try to steal my clue token, I will simply activate it. Like, if I had a Kaito, that would be just fantastic, but I don't. So, I need to force Dak. Dak will have me discarding cards and make my clues completely worthless. I wonder for that reason, do I need to play Thunderchap Trainer to pressure Narset? I'm not doing it any other way. Hard life. How am I ever beating this deck without Murktide Regent? Just increments of 1 damage every time. Unless ultimating Tamiyo should be the goal. But that's also extremely paltry. Into Narset. Into Hull Breacher likely. If they're running Dak. Into Prismatic Ending. I don't see this matchup. And I need to let that go too. Pyroblast. Yeah, I think I just let that go. Did they not have red mana? Did they not want to cast Dak? They only have 1 unknown in hand. I need to play Murktide and hopefully spike a blue card off the clue token. Then I won't have any cards in hand anyways. So who even cares if they Dak Narset me? Or even Days Undoing me, to be frank. I don't think they're playing back to basics. They have a Tundra. They had a basic mountain last game, though. They likely sided them out. They know I'm a basic forward deck. You know what? We're going to need better mana than them if we're going to win this. I mean, maybe they won't even hit red mana. Well, here we go. Please, God. Fuck. There's my blue card. Oh, they had red mana anyways? Jesus. Oh, they must have just drawn that off to Fairy, yeah. Silly me. They're both so bad. Teferi can actually gain loyalty and do more bad things in the future, but Narset is like actually ruining my top decks as well. I should not be interested in pitching this Murktide to Force of Will either. Because like I said, if I want to win this game, I don't think it's going to be in like 1 damage increments. That seems impossible to pull off. And there goes Dak, doing the thing. Terrible draw. Shit. What do I even do? I can play a 4/4 Murktide. They'll Red Blast. Maybe. Then I can deploy a threat that will stick. This feels hopeless. Like, why even do that? Dak's emblem is looming. It's very powerful with Pyroblast. Not so much Red Elemental Blast, but Pyroblast, it's very good. I also did not anticipate this whole angle, so I did not bring in Hydroblast. Another reason why I am screwed up. This might bait out the... Red Blast. Ready for Hull Breacher. Okay. Let's go. Ponder. Shuffle. Dress down. You know, I was ready for that. Oh, wait, what? Is that a bug with MTGO, or have I been playing wrong in paper? Must be a layering issue. Uh-oh. Brain. Brainstorm. Didn't want that card anyways. Didn't want either of these cards anyways. You're just fueling my next Murktide. Beautiful. I mean, it's gonna really suck when they get a DAC emblem. Not looking forward to that part, but maybe I'll draw a Red Blast. That one's not bad either. I kind of need to cast everything though, because, yeah, let's dive for Red Blast. If they counter this, I'll cast Murktide. There's no risk with Murktide and the DAC emblem since I think anything they can cast that would target Murktide would remove it. Start taking my lands though. Now what? This is hopeless. Sure looks like fun. I mean, I'll have to discard it if I don't play it out. So I should play it out. Ponder. Man, I think this deck probably does struggle with Planeswalkers quite a bit. Not that they're super prevalent in the meta, but I mean, they exist in Legacy. That's why I try to remember when I'm playing Grixis Control, like, yes, you want to definitely fight popular meta decks, but you don't want to just also lose a big part of the format. Lose to a big part of the format. It exists. It does exist. They're at 19 cards. I'm at 21. What if Fourth Air Lingus is their bottom card in perpetuity? Fuck. Man. Not drawing super well, am I? I mean, a lot of my draws are pretty dead. I've only seen one Preordain and one Brainstorm, so those are all live for catastrophic top decks. Yeah, I can't imagine why they'd even need to make a clue from here. They're on the hunt. It's kind of impressive. I mean, unless they could Days Undoing, then I wouldn't get to wonder what might happen if I deck them. Yep. It's pretty good. Let's see here. If I can hit Wrath of the Skies, it doesn't matter because Tamiyo can get Fourth Air Lingus back. They might have Mystic Sanctuary in this deck too. So even if I somehow, like if I Offspring, Thunderchap Trainer, and hit Red Blast Wrath of the Skies, I still don't have enough mana to do all that. Yeah, this has just been rough. Seems like a fitting draw to go out on. Oof. That was one of the toughest records I've done in a while. We beat Storm, or Storm kind of beat itself, if we're being honest. Like, no Storm game should really go to turn 7 like that. Something's going wrong if that's happening. And then, yeah, I just felt like I haven't wrapped my head around this deck really, because I can't really fathom winning a game with this. You'd have to, like, sculpt to the extent where Murktide Regent's going to get over the line, but that falls apart so easily. Or maybe I just face too many white decks? I'm not really sure. Even then, though, like, against black decks, if they're running Baragoyf, can pretty easily race Murktide Regent because of lifelink. I'm more likely to want to just chump Baragoyf with Murktide Regent since it generates card advantage a lot of the time. Yeah, gotta try this again. Andreas is an extremely sharp player. He knows what he's doing. I'm missing something here, but in my hands, the deck feels extremely underpowered for the format. I'll leave it there. Thanks for sending it in. I had a really fun time playing it. I hope that came across. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Patreon. Submit your own donation league. Karldrogo, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to play this deck, and thank you, Andreas. I'll catch y'all next time. Hey everyone, just want to do a real quick post-mortem here. I somehow got the wrong list and was playing with two mainboard Wrath of the Skies. There should have been a fourth Aerolingus in there. So, yeah, I think things would have went a lot better if I had a fourth Aerolingus as like an additional win con. So yeah, sorry about that. I think that probably ties the whole deck together and probably would have done a lot better. Probably would have won more than 2 games. Okay, cool. See you next time.